Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sass Assassin. Welcome to the randomest cigar review for Monday. So I received Ponche Grow. So because I received Ponche Grow, this is actually spring roll. So why waste the chance to review it if I could right now, or you decide whether or not you get yourself one or two, right? So not wasting too much time, we'll do a really short live video on reviewing this particular cigar. So again, Ponche Grow 2023 with a bunny on top. Open up, light up, smoke it, and find out how it tastes like. Sunny, ooh, a mess. I need something to cut it open. Oh, let's see. All right. So first, let's look at this box. The same style box. It's just printed differently. And on the side says wrapper is Ecuadorian Sumatra. Binder is USA broadly. Filler is Colombian, Mexican, San Andreas, Kyoto, Cubano, USA broadly. And says, the year of the rabbit. It's supposed to be year of the hare. The year of the kind, popular artistic types known to their taste for finer things in life, like the fine punch handmade cigars. If spring roll weren't popular, why would we put 25 in the box? Punk. And this time you can see it's holding a bunny, a golden bunny. I don't know if you can see it, golden bunny. And the rest, not much to it. The rest, not much. There is fortune on the back of every band. All right, we'll see. See? Open it up. The style is very much the same as the older style. That's the egg roll right next to the spring roll. Spring roll is red, egg roll is white. All right, so it's made very much the same. Not that I'm not very happy about it. I'm actually happy that they do something about this. Just basically different. And for those people that has eaten Chinese food before, for egg roll, I kind of want to pick on it because egg roll has meat in it. But cigar is all organic vegetable. All right, cigar is no meat, and that's fine. Also, egg roll are bigger than spring roll. So if you ever ate spring roll, go order egg roll. Egg roll is like twice as. Spring roll turns out to be the same size as egg roll. So go figure. I ain't gonna try this. If this is good, I might do just exactly what I did to egg roll, which is order many boxes. All right, so let's take one out. Like box, put it aside. Also got a shaggy foot cut a little bit. Again, red band, but this band has some texture to it. Like it's got this line pointing down. I don't know if you guys can see it. The band is not just solid red. It has lines on it. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys see it. It has a line in it. And nice shiny band. We'll see. Get a cut. A V cut. The dry draw. It doesn't taste nearly as strong on the dry draw. You get a lighter that has fuel in it. Of course. See if this one has. Ooh. There we go. That was pretty good. Close it up. Oh, okay. I'm gonna give it a few puffs because I think obviously the puffs are at the beginning not so pleasant, right? Okay. Tastes kind of like that. Either like acorn or like some sort of, I don't know, walnut kind of thing. It's got a little bit of this sourness to it. So it gets like woodsy, a little bit nutty, like I don't know, like some sort of roasted nuts, something like that. And then it get a little bit of like sour. I think is that San Andreas taste. Like it's not very aged San Andreas. And of course, we have Innocent joining us.
Of course, of course. Like, listen, I can't leave you by yourself, man. I can't smoke by yourself. Not cool.
Yeah, I'm just recording this. I mean, I mean, actually, not really recording. I'm just pulling it as it goes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Live.
yes,
So,
yeah, yeah. So, how you like it?
so far, not as good as Acorn. It's a very bold, sour, nutty, woodsy like smoke at the moment. But that's with the shaggy foot part of it. So
Okay,
it hasn't
okay,
get through the whole entire thing.
okay.
I'm giving it a chance. The draw is a mediocre draw. That's not. It's
So
drawing.
I ended up buying some. I thought I was I am getting a deal, but they're Cuban sandwiches that I bought from Agranosa Leaf.
Okay.
And I was like, fuck. I had no idea that they're Cuban sandwiches. I thought they're just regular cigars.
Well, there's nothing wrong with Cuban sandwiches. Sounds are pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, the difference between short filler and a long filler, a lot of the time, are burn time,
Yeah.
right? Because it's just a short filler version of the long filler stuff. And yeah, it's leftovers. But if you think about this, okay? If you think about it, cigar is like the only thing where you roll up the leaf to a straw and then kind of roll them together. Every other thing, for example, pipe tobacco, regular cigarettes, weed, it's all bits
Chopped
and
up.
pieces.
Yeah.
And they are very smokable stuff. I don't know why you want to smoke cigarette, but everything else kind of like that, right? So pipe tobacco is also little bits and pieces. People have no problem smoking. So I guess in a way, we give a bad name to Cuban sandwiches or fumas or how you want to call it, short fillers. It's because, you know, people pride themselves on premium cigars, right? And we also want to support our premium cigar. And now if not long filler, well, majority long filler is not premium. So then, you know, you're not smoking a premium cigar, you're smoking a fuma. So I don't know. I have some of the fumas that I actually really like. So
Which ones?
the scorpion fumas are really, really, really good.
Yeah.
Right?
But here's the funny thing about a scorpion though is that it's not a $2 stick though.
No, they're like very cheap. Fumas? Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Scorpion
Really?
Fuma is like maybe $3. $2, maybe $3 a stick. And they're like, they taste like Camachos. They really do taste good. All right. Am I gonna pull this stem out? I might as well. Wow, bangs.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's like drying my face, so could be a chunk. Nah. We'll see. It's like poking me on the side. See this?
Mm-hmm.
It's poking me onto the side. I pull a little bit out of it, so I kind of have to get it out.
Oh my god.
You know, whatever the reason is, they need to have that in there, sure. But you know, when I'm smoking it, don't bother me. You know? Once it's not bothering me, but it's like right on the corner of that V cut, kind of annoying. Just my luck. All right. Yeah, that's just a little bit of the corner. It's not all the way in there. Okay. I just had to get it out. Right.
They loosen
right
it up?
there. Huh? No, it doesn't. It's just at the corner of here.
Okay.
It's not all the way in there. This corner here, so it's not really bothering the draw. It's just there, like bothering my mouth. But there is one here. I know if I pulled it, it's gonna improve the draw. But these are like fragile.
Oh. Yeah, I'll be 2 seconds. I just got to switch browsers.
Okay.
This browser sucks. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I had to go from the one I was using to over to Chrome. For some reason, the internet on that one isn't as good as Chrome.
All good. All right, so now it's kind of burning the side of the actual wrapper leaf. Try to figure out what taste is.
Yo, Hashi.
Hashimoto.
What's up, cat?
This thing, how do I describe it? A little bit of white pepper that goes with it. A little bit woodsy.
9 more days, cat. 9 more days.
Until what?
The new DLC for Destiny comes out.
Oh,
Yeah. I wish we was able to play that game, man. You would love it.
I don't have the time to play majority of the game that I want to play. Nothing against the game. I just don't have the time. So I didn't even finish playing God of War.
Yeah. Such a great game. You know what the crazy thing is like, because when you watch these tournament style players, they all pretty much have the same type of strategies and shit like that, and they look very, very beatable.
We're talking about the first person shooter.
Like e-gamers, like as far as Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat.
Okay, it doesn't take a lot to be an e-gamer.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I know. I'm just put it out there. Rick can be an e-gamer. It's not that bad.
Listen. Like, all I know is this: like when Street Fighter comes out this summer, it's gonna be Demolish City, man. That's all I know.
I don't know. Innocent don't have a running streak of beating me on video games yet. So
Oh yeah, well don't worry, that's gonna happen soon. Don't worry, Hash. I'm not smoking one either. I'm smoking the Villiger right now, Connecticut before bed. So come, Hash, you gotta come up, Hash. Come on, man.
outside smoking, but not smoking. You don't have to smoke the spring roll. I'm just testing it out. Let everybody know how it tastes like afterwards. But to me, it's just another day.
Yeah.
Well, Hashimoto, I didn't say you. I say Innocent, right? I mean,
get him, Hash.
I did beat Hashimoto one time.
Yo, I can never like I will he will always beat me in the in that sudden death shot. Yo, I was playing it. I re-downloaded the game. I was playing it for like almost 2 months. And I got so frustrated last night, I just fucking uninstalled it.
That game is far from fair. Okay? He plays so much that his equipment is 10 times better. It's not like Arena available you can just play because everybody is the same equipment out there. But like, for golf, you get like this crazy stick that hits twice the distance on one hit, and the rest is all easy breezy. Then no, I don't know.
Yeah, so who'd you watch the game with, Tony?
My wife. I'm not there to watch the game. I'm there to watch the commercial. So like, when you guys are watching the game and waiting for the commercial to end, I'm waiting for the game to end so I can watch the commercial.
But they weren't that good this year.
The commercial was so bad. My wife asked about fumble.
What? Yeah, like it was the commercials were terrible. But like,
oh no, the commercial was great. But let me talk about the football. The football was so bad. People keep dropping their stupid balls. My wife's like, does fumble happen all the time? I was like, fumble might happen here and there, once a game or something like that. But if it happened twice or 3 times, it's like a chef that cut himself twice or 3 times every time he cooked.
Yeah. Well, this weekend, it's right now it's 6 nations in rugby over in Europe. So it's Scotland, England, France, Wales, Italy. Why the fuck I missed one team? And yes, I said Wales. Yeah, so it's 6 teams. So England, Scotland, Ireland, Wales, France, and Italy. So that's the 6 teams. So a guy yesterday, on Saturday from England, got his nose totally destroyed by his own teammate.
Okay.
Like his teammate needs him like right in the nose, and you heard it through the TV, like crunch. Like the whole stadium was like, "Oh!" and you just see his nose is like.
Well, it is a closed body sport, so
Uh,
impact. But yeah, what I feel about the NFL this year, halftime show was next to trash. I'm sorry, I don't care about if people like Rihanna or whatever, but it's next to
You know what?
trash.
For her being like 4 or 5 months pregnant, she did okay.
Oh, hold on. All right, before we continue, Anderson, you might want to go out and back because your voice is not matching image.
Okay.
All right.
Let me.
Well, I'll wait for you and I'll give you the argument.
All right.
All right, welcome back.
Better now?
Yeah, a lot better now. It was like lagging behind.
Okay.
So, right. So how much money do you think they pay her for the Super Bowl show by herself?
So here's the thing. So artists pay to be on a halftime show. Like it's free. So the NFL doesn't pay for the halftime show.
You're telling me that the NFL did not pay her?
Not one dime. Because after the halftime show, their streams go up so much.
Their stream goes up so much?
Yeah.
Okay. How much money? So you're telling me that last halftime show with all the classic people going on did not get paid?
Nope. They pay her. I mean, she pays them. Or the record label pays them to have their artists up there. Hashi.
What up, gents?
I still think the best halftime show was Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars killed it. But for her, like she couldn't move. And at first, everybody's like, she still got the baby weight. We're like, damn, she put some hefty weight on. Like that stomach's looking crazy. And then you see the shape of it, you're like, oh no, she's pregnant.
That was her announcement.
Yeah. But you know what? For like I was telling Tony, for her being like 5 months pregnant.
Hold on.
Not much to do.
What's up, Val? Good morning, Cat. Sunshine.
I'm trying to figure out how much she got paid. Because they spent upwards of $10 million and they didn't pay her?
No, it's because it's free publicity around the world. The NFL stopped paying people in 95. I think maybe the last.
So who's paying that $10 million production?
Record label.
Here's how much Rihanna will be paid for the Super Bowl halftime show, right? It says
she's getting all that money from streaming. I bet she's probably the top streaming person right now in the
world. I was streaming her music.
The NFL covers the production costs that go into putting out the show. Okay, Shakira and J-Lo's halftime cost $13 million. Okay, didn't say how much they pay her.
I'm telling you, Tony, they don't get paid for it.
I was streaming her music today at the gym.
You see?
Okay, so she is in the end getting paid, not from NFL, but she's getting paid, right? So she's getting paid a shitload
off the back
for
end.
being out there singing her song and doing nothing. You could have played a CD and you'll be fine. Somebody could just hire a DJ, play the music, done.
But here's the thing, Tony. It's because she's worth like $1.9 billion.
That means nothing. That means nothing.
So like she hasn't came out with an album in 6 years.
Yeah, and that still means nothing. We're here to watch the show, right? And you put on the show, right? You didn't put on the show. You have a bunch of people that, wearing those like Chinese COVID suits, dancing on the bottom of the stage, and her singing on there, debating whether or not she's hot. Can I take off the jacket or I keep the jacket on? It's.
I thought it was pretty decent.
wasn't bad.
It makes no difference if you don't see her at all, and all you see was a dancer.
But here's the thing: like she's not a dancer. So
Again, and the whole thing was just listening to her songs. Then I could have just listened to CDs.
Well, you gotta understand, she was never known for her going up there and doing like if it was like
my argument is that if you cannot perform while you're pregnant, if that was got to be your reason of not being able to perform, you should step down and let someone else perform.
Surprised she got that high on that platform. I mean, I know she was tied down, but still being pregnant, she was way up
the
there.
platform was pretty big, so she's
Yeah, but she was
no
way
danger or
fucking up
anything.
there.
Like Michael Jackson will have flew across the stadium if you have to. So
well,
Yeah,
here's
I mean,
the thing.
one of those cables could have broke anything. You know what I mean?
Like the thing with that is like it's all about publicity, and also like I'm surprised that like she didn't have like every year they always have guests. She's one of the only people that didn't have anybody come out. So
right.
like
she's like keeping everything to herself, and the big news was that she's pregnant. She wanted to show everybody that baby bump. That was it.
Yeah,
that was it.
because
I feel like I'm being used watching her. She's like, oh, I want to spread the news, so everybody watch me. Ha ha ha. You know?
well, like
Yeah,
so
and that's the thing. It's like for us, it's like, yeah, whatever. But to millions of other people that are into that, I mean, all the rumors and National Enquirer, all them tabloids are all about that shit, man.
they love it, but also too
Yeah.
like she has a cult like following, and the thing too is so her and Beyonce don't get along. So her and Beyonce don't get along.
If she have cult-like followers, those people are going to give her that money and sales streams without her being on the Super Bowl. She wasted my Super Bowl halftime time.
So
if they put out another one of those like last year's, like 50s MM, I would just watch it.
Here's the funny thing. So at last year's show, playing the drums last year was Anderson .Paak. And so like Anderson .Paak is like one of the best. He's like one of the best musicians out right now. But like just to get on stage, he was like, oh, I'll play the drums just to get my name out there again, because he had the big thing that says Anderson .Paak. Then on top of that, he's a Grammy. He won like I would say maybe 6 Grammys that same year. And he didn't
last year.
Yeah, he was playing the drums for Eminem.
But all those people that were on that stage don't need the publicity.
They really don't, but it's know what it is? It's an ego thing. It's all about ego, because Kendrick Lamar, like his performance was trash. 50 Cent was dying out there.
Yeah, he was going up and down. He was dying.
Dude, sweat.
First of all, 50 had on the girdle. I don't know if you know, but he had on the girdle.
Hold that shit in.
Oh yeah.
It's part of aging.
But and the thing too is like Mary J. Blige, like she didn't need that.
Yeah, they don't need any of those. Like they were performing just to get hip hop out there on the stage. But Rihanna, however, is trying to say, "Hey, everybody, I got a baby. Look."
Well, I think so. I think next year they're not good. They're probably gonna go with more of a performer, somebody who dances, like when they had Lady Gaga, like they had a few people who really like shut it down, and she was just there just singing her already played out hits from like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's I don't think it's that good of a performance. I could have listened to. So, but the commercial was fine. I mean, I was dying when I saw that popcorn commercial.
That one, it was a couple good ones, but not.
But isn't that popcorn just Doritos?
Yeah. Oh, so do you see the Tesla ad, the anti-Tesla commercial?
Yeah.
That was great. I was like, they throwing shots.
Yep.
My wife particularly liked the one with Ben Stiller.
That was good. The Ben Stiller one was.
Is it real? Real is real. I was like, what the fuck?
You know what got me is when they started changing the channel. I thought my wife took the remote and was switching the channel and shit on accident.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we was in the cigar shop like, yo, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty good. I mean,
Mhm.
the most weird one is the Scientology one. What the hell, Scientology?
You know they were coming, or was the one for Jesus where they had
Yeah,
or the people? I'm like,
there was a couple of those.
oh, it just makes you wonder, like, where'd that company that was messing with Tesla, where'd they get that money from? Like, I never even heard of them before.
Enough
Like,
funding, right? Just everybody want to mess with Elon. So it overall is actually okay. There was one point where I just lost kind of interest because, like, I figure I wait until nearly the end. So basically, the whole game is basically
I keep my just work, Josh.
it's basically Eagles kicking Chief's ass, and all of a sudden Chief came back, and the Eagle made the stupid mistake of grabbing.
No,
So-
I would say this. So the set, like, in the beginning, like the Chiefs were a lot more physical, than the Eagles. Like, if you watch that first series, like, they were out there banging, and then, like, because, like, Philly didn't make adjustments. That's the problem. They didn't make. They figured that everything they were doing was gonna work. But the thing is like the guy mugged them. He sat there and grabbed them and mugged them, and I don't care what Giuseppe says. He can sit there, he can cry, because he can sit there and cry and moan. I hope the whole city of Philadelphia is crying right now and moaning, and nobody got work done today because they're sitting there with their Philly cheesesteaks, crying, just crying about their Eagles and flipping cars.
I was supposed to be down in Phoenix last week before the Super Bowl, and I said, "Fuck that, I'm not going."
I already called out the Eagles gonna lose weeks ago when I was out there shopping with my wife. The salesperson of Bloomingdale was following us around talking about football. I didn't really care. I told him, like, I don't watch sports. He just keeps following around. Saying, oh, people's talking about this. I was like, oh, it's not any of our teams, so I'm not gonna say that I root for anybody. Let me finish though. And then he's basically say, yeah, so who do you think will win? I was like, when's the last time Eagle win? And it's like, Eagle win like a few years back. I was like, well, statistically, they gotta lose. The same way I say it to you, statistically, someone's gonna lose. And then
no.
he was pretty unhappy about that answer. But my wife was like, oh, you called it yesterday. She's like, oh, you called it. No, he was gonna lose. I was like, yeah.
They didn't play anybody. Philly didn't play anybody good all year. And the two teams that they did play in the playoffs, their quarterbacks were injured. So they didn't do anything special this whole year. They beat up on a bunch of bottom feeding teams. So for me,
you gotta admit, when Mahomes got hurt his ankle, I thought, oh fuck, it's over.
No, Hashi. You gotta understand, they got 30 minutes to go up in there and shoot that bad boy up with all the good shit. They gave him all the good stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
They gave him all the good shit, and it's a cocaine pie to go with it also. They went up and was like, listen, like, we're gonna have you feeling extra numb.
Yeah, they gave him a shot of adrenaline.
Oh, they gave him everything. You name it, they were shooting him up with it. So, like,
he's feeling that today, though.
Oh, so you know what? Like, all right, like, for a Super Bowl ring, a pinky finger. I'll give up a pinky finger for a ring. The only finger I won't give up is my thumb. But every other finger, for a ring, yes, it's going bye-bye. It's going bye-bye. Because you're immortal. So, like, no matter what, people are always going to remember you for having that damn Super Bowl. But
Tony got a haircut.
I did. You know how hard it is to get a haircut nowadays after COVID? It's really, really hard. So whenever you got a chance, you get it.
So
every Friday, bro, I get mine.
So do you go to the Dominicans, Tony, up in Boston? Where they go up and hit you with the razor and the hot towel?
No. I just go get a really quick, and I was like, shave and cut it.
Nah, you gotta go by Fenway Stadium over there.
And go up in there. That's not, to be there is already very expensive. Okay, parking over near that place is ridiculous.
It depends on what ring. The right ring finger can go. I need the left one for the bling bling.
For what? Like, what are you talking about? Haircut?
No, like for the haircut, man. You go there, next thing you know, your wife can be like, "Oh, look at your."
I'm from BU. We're right next to Fenway,
Mm-hmm.
and that's my turf, yo. So
I heard it was I heard it's shady over there by Fenway Stadium.
at night, yeah, it's all bars and the stadium, and there's another like a 3-4 bar near it. It's called the Julians back in the days. Now it's called something else.
Like at Yankee Stadium, the second that game is done, you make sure you get on the train and you leave it in it early and get the fuck out of there. You don't want to sit around.
Oh, no, Boston will riot whenever the game's over. So.
The problem is that you end up getting robbed and shot over in the Bronx.
That's not gonna happen in Boston per se, like shot, but people will fight. So.
Yeah, nah. In the Bronx, you end up getting shot.
Yeah, it's not my favorite area, and the parking over there is really annoying. So I don't like that.
Like Yankee Stadium is like right in the hood. It's like right, and then on top of that, all the stores that were like open over there that made any kind of money, they took out. But they do have a big cigar lounge over there on 161. That's owned by somebody that's big in the cigar community.
Yeah, so does that shithead Cam Newton.
Hey, listen. I know you. Hey, Brian said he got in.
What was he wearing?
He said that he went during the daytime, so it's probably dress code at night.
But it was like early evening.
Oh, well, know what? I can only imagine the price of the cigars there. But Cam doesn't run it. It's his brother. It's his brother CJ.
Wait. While we're talking about, I probably missed it. So yeah, the Super Bowl ring they sell it on pawn shop because they're like $100,000, $200,000.
Yeah. Well, we got to remember these guys go broke after like 5 years. Like, it's better now. It's maybe 60%, but before it was 80% of athletes went broke after their career.
Well, that's because they don't know how to manage the money. They made good amount of money for an athlete, right? And what happens is they don't manage it. They go out and spend it. They think that everybody can spend it, like, oh, I want the NFL player with Tom Brady, so I can spend the way he does. No, you can't.
The problem too is that you got guys that are making $900,000 trying to live like the guys that are making starter money and that's
really the issue, is that they don't know how to manage the money, and they try to go party with the same big shots that's making the same money, and they don't have any investment. At the end of it, they come back, the accountant telling them you have no money left.
Yep, they try to live like Floyd Mayweather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, so did you see that the 49ers, they went and so they do a rookie dinner. So the rookie has to treat the veterans out to dinner. The bill came out to over $300,000.
Yep. Well, if they all add up together, everybody chip in, they will be able to afford that. But at the same time,
no. The veterans took care of it, but it was a prank. Like, like that. He's like, that's my salary for the year,
right?
He's like, that's my salary for the year, and he was sitting there like sweating, about to cry, and it's like, nah, we got it. Don't worry about it. But everybody thinks that these guys make all this money. And like the best job to have is like a backup quarterback, a long snapper, and those are like the best jobs because a backup quarterback you could be a backup for 15 years.
They don't count their own expense, right? So because when they go to places, they play for a team. Now they have to rent a place nearby or buy a place nearby. Then they have trainings, they have trainers, they have diets, they have physicals to keep. It's all out of their own pocket, and they don't calculate that. So when they no longer have the pay and didn't get a job as a coach or as something trainer or whatever, they just stop. And all of a sudden, let's say you have $20 million. It's a lot easier to spend $20 million than not, because even if you don't spend, you pay tax on that money.
Well, so. the problem there is you're giving a 26-year-old man $20 million. What's he gonna do with it? he's gonna flash it. He's gonna blow it. So most of these guys, like, they don't understand that they have to make that money last. So like most of them try to get regular jobs as coaches, but also too, you gotta understand they have degrees, but none of them know what their fucking degree means. Like it's football, it's school first, football second. So they go to school, like they go, like you're going to school for free, but you get a degree. But when you get a degree you get a degree in sports
They
medicine.
barely show up to class.
Like they get degrees for, and this is for every level. And you got to think about this, like you have 120 teams, and every kid on that team they think he's going to the NFL.
So until you get drafted, it means nothing. So, but
No,
back to the cigar for a little bit.
Go for it.
It basically tastes like. All right, if you come to this cigar, expect this to taste like an agro, you're gonna be very disappointed. Okay, this thing tastes like a weird tasting Honduras cigar.
Oh man,
A weird tasting Honduras cigar. So it doesn't have. It has that sweet woodiness somewhere from that Honduras cigar taste, but it's not really Honduras cigar. I tried to find out whether or not this is Honduras cigar because it doesn't say Honduras on it. It's Ecuadorian Sumatra, USA broadleaf. So there's no Honduras tobacco in here, but it tastes like a woodsy, sweet, and then weird cigar.
Like you don't think that you don't think that Ecuadorian and the Honduran taste kind of similar?
It may, but this one has this like last stir right now it's getting pepper, but it did not taste like egg roll. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. If you think that this guy tastes similar or remotely like egg roll, no, it's stronger, it's bolder, it's woodsy, it's got how do I describe it? It's got this like I don't know, walnut or like some sort of nut taste and pepper, but it's not as satisfying as an egg roll to me. Because like in my mind, I can remember how egg roll tastes like, and then I smoked this one. It's like, okay, it's not like that. They're kind of like a different breed. It's bolder though. If you like broadleaf, you probably will like this because it's got a lot of that flavor, and it's got somewhat of a sweetness somewhere that kind of derives from that sourness in the beginning, but it's not the same stuff.
You know what? Like it's interesting because like I'm thinking because it's a gimmick cigar.
But for the price, I don't mind if it become a gimmick cigar because egg roll being a gimmick cigar was good and it was good, not pricey, right?
But what was last year's one? The chop suey.
Last year's Fu Manchu. And Fu Manchu was pretty good.
So what was the one that wasn't good? Out of all of them?
Compound was bad. Chop suey was bad.
Yeah. So you have 2 out of the 4 right there that are not good, and then you have this one right here, which you're still kind of iffy on, but you have to let them kind of sit for a little bit, and they come back.
I mean, you kind of. I didn't think the temperature out there is gonna give it a shock that much because everywhere is cold.
Mm-hmm.
So when that arrived to me, it was actually when I opened the box and touched it, it was kind of room temperature. So I didn't think that's gonna make that big a difference. I might have to revisit it. But I think the biggest thing is that for people to smoke the cigars because you already smoked the previous 4. It's like reading a book. You read previous 4. You kind of had to read the 5th. And I think this one, if you like certain kind of like beat, it's an interesting combination. But here's the thing that based on the Sumatra, not Sumatra, the
Ecuadorian.
San Andreas tobacco, it's kind of had to let it sit for a while for it to kind of be good. So that might be it. I mean, it's not a cigar I mind smoking. I could keep smoking it, no issue. but I wished it was.
So I got a question for you guys. Is there any cigar brand that you've pretty much smoked every cigar that they have in their lineup?
Davidoff.
I was gonna say besides Davidoff. Because
Besides Davidoff,
have you smoked
Camacho.
everything? Have you had Camacho's Davidoff?
True,
Have you?
but before he wasn't. Leaf by Oscar.
Okay. Leaf by Oscar makes really good stuff. I enjoy their stuff.
Pretty much Oliva. They don't have a lot of Casa Cueva.
Mm-hmm.
Almost everything in Espinosa, I guess. Almost. Definitely Warfighters, because Warfighter don't have it's relatively new. The new Tego, Guerrero or something like that.
Oh, you know what, Val? You should do that challenge, Val.
Yeah, there's quite a few. I mean, if you think about it, there are quite a bit of cigar out there that don't have that many faces.
Mm-hmm.
So
have you smoked everything from LFD, Matt?
From LFD? No.
it's impossible. LFD has so many weird ones and so many like event only and so many one-offs. There's no way to smoke all of them.
Yeah.
And you can't really tell, because if you put one LFD to run next to another LFD without the wrapper or anything and put it right next to each other, you can't tell what's what, because literally they just have the LFD band on it. That's it. You can't really tell what it is. So I smoked every single one of short stacks.
Yeah. I think from Drew Estate, I think I smoked pretty much almost all of their stuff except for maybe four or five.
Drew Estate?
Yeah.
4 or 5. Let's name a few.
Including all the acids?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I smoked all the acids because I smoked the acids when I
You smoked all the rats? Every single rat?
No, so I smoked the Ratzilla, the Velvet Rat. Maybe not the ones from maybe like 2015, 16, stuff like that. But since I started smoking Drew Estate stuff,
Yeah, the rat.
I had that.
Okay. I don't know.
I've had the ones that they partnered with fucking. I've had the Shady XX, the was it Doma?
Shady XX has 2 versions or 3 versions.
Yeah, I've had them.
So
What about the Manifesto?
Never heard of it.
Drew Estate.
When that come out?
Shit, that's been around for many years.
Mm.
And if Drew Estate, that means you had to smoke all the undergrounds too.
Yeah, I smoked all the undergrounds. Yeah.
Manifesto's a event only stick.
Yeah. Well, the event only, like, I still haven't smoked the H99.
Isn't Hoya technically underground? I mean, Hoya's also Drew Estate.
Drew Estate. Yeah, I smoked a lot of Hoyas too. Actually enjoy Hoya probably more than Drew Estate.
I don't know what else is there, but there's quite a bit. I mean, if you like one brand, usually we'll try to smoke a lot of their stuff. See if they're any different.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't gotten the was it the M81? Yeah, he hasn't gotten those yet, so I haven't been able to try those yet.
Have you had the Norteño?
Never heard of it.
It's Drew Estate.
Norteño is Drew Estate?
Oh yeah.
You're killing me here, man.
Yeah, when you say you smoked all the Drew Estate except 5, you gotta be able to list at least 5.
All right. So we'll say from stuff that you can find from 2019.
All right, Herrera Esteli Miami.
Yeah. Oh, the only one I haven't got my hands on is the Raja. Uh-oh.
Show them tat.
Take it off. Take it off.
There you go, Cat.
Yeah, I don't have my Shadow Smoke Legion tattoo today. No. I don't know. I'm. It's not a bad cigar. This is a cigar I could probably go through this 25 no issue. It's just I have that feeling of it's nothing like egg roll kind of feeling. I think that's what the problem.
Well, that's a problem. You compare everything to that egg roll, the original.
Right? Because that is the best one so far. Still is.
Pretty good.
The Punch
I still have
just
so many of
re-release
those.
your egg rolls and call it a day. We'll just keep buying that one. This one, a good try, but I don't know.
I still have so many of those egg rolls. It's not even funny.
Egg roll is good. This one is okay. I think if I let it sit longer, it'll be better. Because as I get to the last third, the flavor gets better. But the first third wasn't very, very. You should have gotten the Nocturno in the DE USA event pack. I don't even go to the States, so I would. You would like to. I don't know. Are you trying to troll? If you got to troll, you got to get something that I can follow. Follow.
Right.
It gets something boring, then you gotta have wise, not like the dumb shit that you get to bother other people. Come on, people. Everybody here is like 30, 40 years old. You expect us to kind of fall for that shit? I don't know. Like, what are you trying to do? Stupid. Oh, on the side note, I do want to make this announcement. Those people who win the Yaza prizes, Yaza has never once failed to send people prizes. Okay, just give him time. Because the guy is busy. All right, so keep waiting. It'll come. It's only a little bit over. Usually I tell people to wait 2-3 months. So give that time to people. I haven't sent his stuff. People are busy in the first year, especially I don't know. I think he's also a consultant. When I'm consultant too. So first quarter of the year I'm busy, and it might not seem that way, but if he has to gather all this thing, I told everybody before. I made the mistake. I thought he said had just 10 prizes. He had 5, so he probably has to take some time to gather out 5 more prizes. So give him time. All right, it's coming. Yeah, it's getting better. It's got a little bit floral to it, but that took a while to get there. I don't know. It's not like instant gratification. First two third was not crazy amazing. It could be because I just smoked it today. I just got it, but it might get better. I remember when I first smoked the egg roll, it was good on the first shot. So I don't know. Might be good. Might not be good. People who like broadleafs, you're gonna like it. People who doesn't really care for broadleaf, that bold taste, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So Hashimoto,
So
how are things?
what's that?
How are things? You've been busy.
Busy. Today was like actually pretty chill for once. It felt good.
Last time you were on screen, you just disappeared. All we see is your chair for half an hour.
I don't know what. I went inside for something and then I got caught inside and I could hear you guys still talking. So I was like, okay, cool. And I came back and you guys were gone. I was like, shit.
You
I had
came
to
up pretty
rewatch
late.
all
We
the-
went on like past 11 o'clock. So you didn't come
Oh,
back.
shit.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, I had to rewatch all the shit I missed.
Jeez. So yeah,
It's been
yeah.
crazy. It's been busy. Already traveling again like crazy. So I'll be in Texas next week.
Next week. We're supposed to snow tomorrow. I don't know what the hell is going. We're gonna snow
So are
tomorrow,
we.
and then it's gonna go back to the 60s.
Yeah, we're supposed to get snow tomorrow too. And I'm like, motherfucker.
It's probably not gonna be a lot. It's probably just gonna be like coating, and then all of a sudden melt.
Our high tomorrow is only 29.
Oh my god, that's cold.
Yeah. Today was gorgeous. I think we were, God, maybe 39, but it felt so good. Sun was shining.
I mean, good weather. I mean, I really cannot complain about this winter. This winter has been very merciful for me. Right? I did not have to plow even one time.
Oh,
Did not have to
shit.
plow at all. So I'm kind of happy about it.
Man, I've had to do it so many times this year already. I'm not tired of it. I'm ready. You know, it's like, okay, spring. After today, you know, you get a little glimpse of spring and you're like, oh shit, all right, here we go. And no,
A person who's never tried peanut wouldn't know that they're allergic. So how can you know you're straight if you never tried nuts?
these nuts,
Mhm.
chestnuts, bro.
How do you know you're straight if well, number one, it's not true that people who is allergic to peanut will not know they're allergic because there are such thing as a test without actually having to eat it. And if you let's just say if you never need to, you probably know you're straight, right? If you never need to, that wouldn't be your problem. I guess that's the answer. If you never felt the need to, uh, like the extreme example, okay? Extreme example. North Koreans has never tried better living, so they live the way they are. But because they never know, that's not their problem. If that makes sense, right? People who have never eat sushi don't know they like eat raw fish, and because they never know, it's not their problem. There we go.
Yo, Martin, I think I'm gonna try to hit up McKinney and Fuego on Monday.
You go back to Texas.
Yeah.
You know, the same concept back to you. How do you know what I have unless you tried it? Have you secretly tried it? You secretly think about it? Is that what it is? That's okay.
So Matt, your company doesn't have anything on the East Coast?
Not on the East Coast, no.
That's not cool, you know? Matt, we could hang out a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Come to Boston, you know, we hang out. We'll get Innocent, drag Innocent down from New Jersey.
Exactly. I hop on the mega bus.
He's trying to switch you. You know what? He can do whatever you know. This is how you know someone is young and like a kid and all that stuff, call themselves Big Daddy and stuff like that, because they're insecure. I mean, I have no problem people talking like that to me because you know it is what it is. You know, however way they want to swing it is however way they want to swing it. So, you know, if you have concern or insecurity, go talk to your mommy. Maybe she'll smack you silly and maybe you'll turn straight.
I booted him.
You know, I really do miss those really quality trolls.
We
So
haven't had one
far,
in a while.
the best one is still that ostrich racing shit.
Hmm.
All right, that is still the best one so far. I mean, all the other ones, trash, man, trash.
We haven't had one in a while.
Yeah, I mean, like you would think that people are sophisticated enough to come up with a better thing rather than anything sexual, because it's always talk about dicks, talk about homos, talk about that's stupid, man. That's stupid.
Oh.
You're in the society that like you talk like that, like nuts and balls, and that's like James talk. Okay, we are so used to it. All right, and like it just make me think that you're young. You never you stay in your mom's basement, never got laid. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so Punchy Grow Band, of course, it's got a fortune. It says, "No matter where you go, there you are."
Well, that's clever.
Is it? No matter where you go, there you are.
No, it's not clever at all. That's why I said that's clever. It's not clever.
Trolling lost its edge. Yeah, I mean, I can understand like if you're here for like monetization and stuff like that, talking about certain things for your monetization. This isn't a monetized channel. The hell. Good try, but you know, gotta get something better, like something more of substance. I mean, these trolls I feel like these trolls all they can talk about is sexual stuff. And then you're talking to people that have family, that has wife, and then like, you know, that has a pretty wild high school life and college life. Sex is very low on my list. Very, very low. Wouldn't even bother. I don't know who he bothers. You know, it can probably bother those young streamers. I might look young. You know, that's probably what it is. Oh, look, that young Asian guy. Dude, my 40s.
You should have been in there on that E-Trade commercial.
Yeah. Also, like, I think even though we have some good Super Bowl commercial, it's lacking.
Lacking big
time. I'm looking for one that's like really surprising good. It's good, but like they don't have a really, really surprising. John Travolta one, the T-Mobile one. Did you see it?
Yeah, that was good.
I was like, John Travolta looks like that now.
Yep.
He looks
seen him in
like
a while.
someone that has been homeless for years.
Yeah, that's that Scientology, man.
Is it? Is it the Scientology that got him like that?
Mm-hmm.
Weird seeing him with no hair.
He had no hair for a while.
I'm
It's been a
surprised.
little while, but
I'm surprised
most of
that
the time-
he didn't go with hair plugs.
He looks fine without hair. Kind of badass, but like the way he is like that, you know, he tried to portray back in the day when he's like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
grease,
But
you know.
yeah, he has to be in his 70s now, right?
I don't know how old he's.
yeah, he's got to be old.
Does he
Mhm.
old? But he looked pale, like fragile.
I thought at one time he was sick too.
Mm.
He just didn't have that energy. And then what's the other one? What's his name? Too? I don't remember. The one at the comedy, the elf guy.
Oh, you talking about Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell, yeah. He's kind of weird on his commercial too. Like, you know, it's like not really, not really
You know what?
amazing.
The roast of the peanut was pretty good.
Is that the Peanut Junior? For the Peanut, Mr. Peanut? Is that the Peanut Junior? Because they killed Peanut one time.
Oh shit! No, but he say he's back from the dead.
Was he back? Is that the original one, or is that the one that like that? Because I know there was a like a Peanut Junior, like a tiny Peanut, younger Peanut.
Nah,
He had a junior. Yeah,
Yeah. So I don't know if that's a junior growing up, or is that the original,
I think
original Mr. Peanut? Because he did mention it's not like they gotta kill me again.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what was a good one was do you guys remember the California Raisin commercials?
Yeah.
Those commercials were good.
you know, I'm not gonna lie. The ones I missed the most, and I know Budweiser said they weren't going to do anymore.
Yeah, I did not
Most
see any
of-
Budweiser commercial.
Yeah, they said they weren't going to do them anymore, but those were always the best commercials.
But
Always.
wise, sir.
They knew how to come up with commercials. I mean, ones that were funny to heart jerking, you know. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Budweiser just announced just the other day they had 4 brand new baby Clydesdales.
Oh wow.
You know what's really funny? My wife asked, because doing one of the commercial was Fox 25's commercial. Fox 25 talking about the news and stuff. And she was like, does Fox 25 have to pay their own commercial too?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I was like, no, I don't think Fox 25 News can afford $2.5 million minute.
Right?
So I think they just, it's their own channel, so they don't pay for anything. Huh? I don't understand. Rick, are you drunk? Rick, are you drunk? What's going on? Jeez. Can we just talk about cigars and
Right?
footballs? Why did
I
it have to
did
go
like
that way?
I did like they did the preview for the Nike Air Jordan shoe.
There was one? I didn't see it. I didn't see
So
one.
I think it's a documentary on Netflix that's coming out.
Wow.
Yeah, how the Air Jordans came to life.
Yeah.
Air Jordan. Yeah, that one. Where it says just a
It's
sports
got
shoe.
just
But then it's like he wore the sports shoe or something like that. Yeah, I remember that commercial. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It was pretty good.
I thought everybody know the story, right? You know, Jordan wanted Adidas. They didn't want him, so Nike went to him, make him wear the shoes, will pay all the fines.
Mm-hmm.
Was
Found out.
extremely uncomfortable. He's wearing the shoes. His like ankle was bleeding. Yeah, but
Look at
it
him
got
now,
there.
man.
It got
Look at
there.
him now. Yeah,
Mhm.
So I mean, yeah, I bought a lot of Nike shoe. I can't even argue that. But you know, Nike shoe is true. They're not that comfortable. Any of the Air Jordans are not that comfortable. I can tell you that for sure.
I've
Just
never
for
owned
look.
one pair of Jordans.
I can't do it. I never owned anything Jordan at all. Not even a pair of shorts.
I had shorts, but no
Nope.
no shoes. Never.
Really?
Nope.
Nope.
Never owned anything Jordan.
I guess it's the Asian thing.
No. It's he made me cry a lot in the 90s.
He made you cry a lot in the 90s? Why? Because
Yeah,
your team
Most
keep
his
losing?
team.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
It's all right. They booked on my team too, bro.
Yeah.
That was like the golden age. Actually, I think before that was the golden age. He's just more hype.
No. Well, David Stern is he's like a mob boss, man. David Stern
Oh,
was
yeah.
a beast, and he was like, "Listen, whatever Michael wants, Michael gets because Michael brings the ratings."
Well, Michael's got skill to show it. So
Well, he got skills to show it. So apparently, that 2 years that he was off was a suspension. That's why he went to baseball. So that's they said that his gambling was so bad that's why his father died. They killed his father because he wasn't paying his debts.
Yeah, I heard about that.
but that's a rumor, no?
Oh no. Everybody knows Mike had a really bad gambling problem.
Well, yeah, I know Mike has gambling problem, but I wouldn't think that he couldn't pay for it.
Well, it's not like he couldn't pay for it. It was the timing. You know, like he probably owed maybe $100,000, and
But
he
they
was
wouldn't kill you because they know you're good for your money.
nah, but it was a scare tactic for us to
But once you kill them, you're not gonna get your money.
listen, he sacrificed his dad.
I don't know.
Because it was weird because like his dad was like, where'd they find his dad? His dad was where?
I don't know. Wasn't it on the side of the freeway, or was that somebody else?
It was like on the side of the freeway somewhere.
I don't know. I don't know the backstory to that.
Yeah, so apparently the NBA to like cool the heat down, they went and suspended him for 2 years. And that's why he went and played baseball and they came back.
He ain't that good with the baseball.
No.
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 You know, but they said, "Oh, I have to retire." Like after the season, after you won your ring, you gotta go away.
But he didn't retire. He keep coming back.
Yo, that was his problem. He thought that he could take that Wizards organization because he was losing money because they suck.
He said he got tricked for the Wizard deal. So
Yeah, he get tricked. He's
just greedy.
Yeah, his ego got the best of him.
Yeah. It is what it is. Well, anyways, so we review the cigars. Again, it's not agro. I don't think it's as good as agro, but we have to revisit it, see if it gets better as they kind of sit a little bit. Maybe when the weather is warmer. But the last third did have a little bit more flavor than the first two.
No, I would say let them sit in your humidor for 2 weeks and revisit.
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Well, like I say, when the weather gets warmer, we'll give it a try again. But
Oh yeah.
in my mind, like I said, has a little bit of that disappointment. It wasn't as good, if not surpassed. My opinion, egg roll. Actually smoking this makes me wish it was. So that kind of, I don't know. You know what? Disappointed, but this thing's like $6 MSRP. So it's like, you know, you can't really expect too much for a $6 cigar. It's got something there. I mean, this one, if Brendan want to talk shit about, I won't even fight it.
Just wait. They're going to come out with the ceramic dish for it and everything like they did the last one. And
they you know what? They milked the egg roll, but that's with the reason, because the egg roll is that much better than the rest of
right.
them, right? So I don't mind. And I mean that Chinese takeout box tray is actually pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, I don't blame them for that. You know, it's gimmicky, yes. But if you think about that gimmickiness, it's still not that expensive. Right? If this cigar was like $15, $20, then I have some serious beef, right? But $6, I think it at least got your money. Yeah, at least got $6 with it.
If you really think about it, I mean, shit. All they did was take a takeout container from the Asian market and put their print all over it, and then fucking put cigars in it. So,
right.
I mean, it's dirt cheap.
But they can just sell it like this,
right,
in the actual shop, and you'll be at least $6 something. They go went out their way to print stuff, and obviously
like
they print a double-sided, you know, band, and they all cost money. So if you think about it, you know, in a way things are right. Keystone pricing, that means that they only have $3 of budget per cigar to even make profit.
So let me ask you this. So now, if Davidoff came packaged like a bundle,
which they do,
like, would you go and like, would you still pay $125 for the cigars?
Let me tell you this, okay? If you bought any of their Vault series, it's like a bundle. It's paper bag, a paper over 10 cigars. That's all their, pretty much all their Vault series, just a piece of paper over it. And they sell it for $30 to $40 a stick.
Wow. That's
okay,
insane.
they did not spend any money on packaging. It's very disappointing, which is one thing I hate. The only few things that they actually did something about was this particular Vault series, the Ginza. They actually put it in a paper box. That was it. The rest of them, no package, just paper.
So for this, so would you still do? Would you still if the Year of the Tiger didn't come in that cool box? Would you have bought it for that same price? For
which one?
The year, what was it? The Year of the Ox, whatever. The last one that came out.
Oh, the Year of the Rabbit. If it didn't come with the cool box, I probably wouldn't buy it. This is one reason why I didn't care for the signature number 1 or some of the cigar that came out. And even if it came out with the cool box, yeah, I'll consider it more when they spend the time and effort to make a box. But if the price don't match to what I like, I wouldn't buy. For example, what's the most recent one? EPC, was that Espinosa that had the Zodiac one, 12 stick for like $1,200, $1,500. I didn't buy one because I didn't think it was worth $100 cigar. Right? It's one box, 12 cigars, and it's $100-something a stick. Why didn't I just, instead of that, go get another Oro Blanco? You know? So it's not that amazing of a deal for me. I didn't go with it. I don't always buy every single cigar. For example, the Year of the Rabbit has the Toro version. And each one is like $87 a stick, which I didn't get. Right? The box is square, and it is a special box that they made, but it didn't fit the bill. So there's one of those. I mean, every year they came out with a larger version of it. I know with a humidor, 88 sticks or like whatever, like $8,000. That didn't make sense. Cigars supposed to be a hobby that some cigar you can collect, sure. Within $500 range, I can usually bite onto it. That's fine, but not always. I have to think about whether or not I will be happy smoking at that price. Right? Like even for the Royal series, $100 cigar, I don't always just go buy an entire box. I'll just buy a sticker. Right? There's no point to keep that. It's supposed to be a hobby. It's not supposed to break the bank. Right? If everybody smoked that kind of stuff all the time, go broke. They'll go broke. I don't want to be one of those like sports athletes that retire.
It's interesting because they like, oh well, I smoke cigars with my boys, so let me come out with my own cigar. And 75% of them, the cigar sucks.
Yeah, because they don't try the cigar. They're just like, okay, that's cool. Wrong with and that's the thing, like that's where I gotta give prop to Espinosa, is having Guy Fieri on it. They still didn't fuck it up. In fact, they made a pretty good cigar for it. So as much as I have beef with Guy Fieri's TV shows or some of the food that he cooked that I think wasn't that amazing, that cigar came out good, and there's no, I was wrong about judging that cigar before I smoked. Once I smoked it, it was.
Well,
tried the Connecticut.
I have not tried the Connecticut. I tried the Habano and the Maduro.
All right, you might like the Connecticut.
Both of them were pretty good. Surprisingly,
you might like the Connecticut, but I didn't like the Connecticut.
You didn't like the Connecticut?
No.
I think the Connecticut was. I almost feel like they came out with that out of necessity. Like somebody asked, so they made
one. Right.
Right. So and in a way, I kind of feel like they milked that franchise a little bit. It came out with the 55.
Right. I mean, how much more different can the 55 be?
No idea. I didn't try one yet. I asked for 2 from Michael, and when it comes, I'll smoke it. I literally was not in a rush. I was like, just keep those 2 for now. I'm trying to order something more because I don't send me.
Yeah. So what was wrong with the Connecticut in your opinion, Matt?
It was just too light for me.
Which is normal for a Connecticut.
Right, and that's, but they said it had some spice on it still, and I got very, very little spice.
It really depends on the person. So like if you're usually,
I mean,
like so for someone that smoked those Diamond Crown all the time, right? Someone that if you're someone that smokes that something like Flathead, 770, 880, yeah, that's gonna be way too light for you.
Dude, I have a Flathead in my Tupperware that just sits there. And
but for someone like Brendan, which recently been smoking a lot of Connecticut, you probably say that's really good.
Well, Mike said it was good.
Mike, yeah. Well, Mike is not usually a really heavy.
No. Him and Sherry are on the same page.
So it's all good. I eventually, if I see it, I'll give it a try, but I'm not in a rush to it. It's not on my priority. I think that's about it. Right. Well, anyway, I'm done with the cigar, so this is a random show. I'm not gonna let it ramble until 2 hours. So have a good night, everybody. I'll see you guys on Wednesday.
All right.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right. See you guys on Wednesday.